And on business, the World Trade Organization, WTO, and the International Trade Center, ITC, have assured that the launch of the Standard Trade Development Facility, STDF, program is expected to increase the non-oil earnings through supportive funding and also training on products packaging and meeting up with the global standards. The Director General, WTO, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and the Executive Director, ITC, Pamela Coke-Hamilton, who was represented by the Deputy Executive Director of the Center, Dorothy Temba, gave the assurance at the launch of the Abuja while pledging more commitment. Here's the report.
Speaking at the launch of the Standard Trade Development Facility (STDF) programs for Nigeria in Abuja, Director General of the World Trade Organization (WTO), Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and the Executive Director of the International Trade Center (ICT), Pamela Coke-Hamilton, who was represented by the Deputy Executive Director of the Center, Dorothy Tembo, highlighted developmental roles on trade facilitation in Nigeria and the African continent.
The more we can encourage people to meet the standards and export, the more we're going to be able to increase the incomes of the ordinary man and woman on the street. And that's what this whole mission is about. So it's to try to help to impact them. And we know times are hard. So anything we can do starting now to try and ease the burden of the population, that's what we're here. And we'll support the ministry and to get it done. Thank you.
I wanted to speak a little bit about why is this important. I think we all agree the role of international trade is indeed to contribute to economic growth and the sustainable development goals that have taken center stage, particularly post-COVID and in the face of many other different crises, including climate. In particular, the role of micro, small and medium enterprises in this context is critical, taking into account their contribution to economic growth, creation of jobs, and indeed fostering peace. Nigeria is no exception.
In her remarks, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, affirmed that the President Tinubu-led administration is committed to economic growth.
In Nigeria, we recognize that trade isn't an abstract concept. It is the fuel for economic transformation and industrialization. Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, we are steadfast in our commitment to foster an environment conducive to international trade. The Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, under my stewardship, is putting in place policies and mechanisms that will facilitate and enhance trade, while also removing all the bottlenecks hampering trade and investment, some of which I will outline here. For me, my mission as minister is very clear: to lay the groundwork for sustainable economic growth and empower our nation's drive towards prosperity. We are achieving this by facilitating a strong enabling environment for business to thrive, developing robust policies and reforms, increasing access to financing, widening access to global markets, driving investments, and creating job opportunities, all in line with the vision of Mr. President.
Earlier in her welcome address, the Executive Director of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC, Mrs. Nonye Ayeni, commended all the stakeholders for the initiative while expressing confidence that the launch of the critical programs would boost the nation's development in line with President Tinubu's agenda to creating jobs and eradicating poverty.
It's also pertinent to state that the project could not have come at a better time than now, as it aligns with His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's GCFR Renewed Hope agenda for economic growth and diversification through non-oil export.
Participants cut across top government officials to support the initiative. Ile Emeje, ASO Television News.
And that's about the size of our package. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Zara Mantu Mohammed.